Before I begin, I'd first like to apologize in advance if I can't convey to you all today just how much Pinecrest means to me. It's difficult to put into words something that began making an impact in my life from the moment I walked into class for the first time 14 years ago. There are two main ways that one could begin to describe Pinecrest and the effect this school has on the students who attend here. The first is through words. Words I'm sure many of you here are already familiar with. Words like formation and family. And we hear these words over and over again to the point where we sometimes forget their meaning and have to take a step back to recognize what they mean and how much of a gift those qualities are. I know because I had to do that myself in preparing for this speech. Going back to the first word, formation. Lord knows I've had plenty of this since I first came here in pre-K 4. And if you ask any of my teachers how I was up until about third grade, they'll tell you that I couldn't sit still to save my life. And for those of you who knew me during my early middle school years as well, I'm very sorry. But in all seriousness, the lessons that I have learned in this school pertaining to my formation will carry on with me for the rest of my life. Regular prayer, diligence in schoolwork, self-discipline, moderation, and respect are all things that I learned here at Pinecrest because of its focus on formation of the person. The teachers and faculty here understand wholeheartedly that merely pumping out test scores and rock-solid grades isn't enough, that forming a child into a Christian leader who will transform the society requires a degree of genuine love. Another word to describe this place is family. If someone were to tell me that Pinecrest is basically one giant Catholic family, I'd tell them that that's not far from the truth. Just the amount of 12-seater vans driving around here every day can tell someone that family is pretty important in this school. I'm sure many of my classmates sitting in front of me remember those times back in elementary school when we accidentally called our teacher Mom. It may have just been a slip of the tongue, but the fact is, a lot of teachers during our time here at Pinecrest have treated us like their own. And besides that, the administrators here at Pinecrest recognize completely that the principal educators of children are their parents. The school supports the parents in that role, the parents support the school, and the students who pass through here, like me and my classmates, get a tightly knit educational experience that is seldom found anywhere else in today's world. The other way I could describe Pinecrest and what it has meant to me is through examples. Examples that can't really be expressed in words, but are nevertheless central to my experience growing up in the school. Examples like getting my ears pulled for good luck by Miss Gannon at lunch on my birthday, winning my first field day, receiving my first reconciliation, competing in mock trials, sports, poetry contests, spelling bees, and battle of the books, playing at Carnegie Hall with the band, cheering until we were all hoarse at football, basketball, volleyball, and soccer games, and of course, making the best senior prank this school has seen by tying a majestic alpaca to the fence of the high school. I could go on for hours with these examples, but I'm hopeful that these few are able to give you a glimpse of my experience at this school. Pinecrest is a school where students make memories that don't end with the next school year but stick with them well into their adulthood. Memories and examples that give them something to fight for, something to love, something to learn from, or something to be thankful for. The list of things that I'm thankful for is another one that I could go on for hours reciting. Mom, thank you for your love. Love and the time and attention you have given to me for nearly 18 years. Thank you for protecting my soul and teaching me to pray. Thank you for developing my heart through our long talks as I sat on the end of your bed. And thank you for trusting me with newfound freedoms, especially here in my senior year. Dad, thank you for your conviction and patience. Thank you for showing me how to focus, prioritize, and move my will to work, especially as I watched you in our home, office, and study. Thank you for being my coach and biggest fan in everything I do. Thank you for trusting me and loving me all these years. And Grandma and Grandpa on both sides of the family tree, thank you for showing me fidelity to faith and family. I'm so blessed to have you here with me, my friends, in this community of faith. I'm also thankful for the teachers I had growing up who helped me become the person I am today. Teachers like Miss B, Mr. Leesmeyer, Miss Swain, and Mr. Wynn. And I'm thankful for the priests, brothers, and chaplains here at Pinecrest that I had growing up, who went the extra mile and made themselves readily available to use for spiritual direction, communion, or reconciliation. People like Father Amon, Father Peter, Father Todd, and Father Richard. And finally, I'd like to thank my friends and classmates, who I have been with for longer than I can remember and have the privilege of graduating with tomorrow. I'll close with these final words. I have nothing but total gratitude for what Pinecrest Academy has given to me during the 14 years I have been here. It was my absolute honor to work, serve, and grow up in a place as unique and blessed as this. And I leave here knowing that I can look anyone who asks in the eye and tell them beyond any shadow of a doubt that if I had not attended Pinecrest Academy, I would not be the same person I am today. Thank you.